Hello, everyone. Good evening. You are welcome to the third session of this very amazing Career Fair 2024. So, my name is Samira Asabe Musa, and I will be your moderator for this session. For this session, this is actually a session I'm sure you will enjoy, and I'm excited, and I know that you also be excited when you get to meet our speaker. So our speaker, I did a little bit of snooping around, and I'll call her the woman commando of financial investment strategies. I mean, in Nigeria, her impact is felt in Nigeria, in UK, US, India, every single place in the continent in the world has felt her touch. And today we are here to learn from her about personal and business finance investment. And I think I'll just allow for her video to be played so that you will meet this amazing woman. So let's see the video of Dr. Sarah Amana. I'm sure you will be excited and will learn a lot from her as I am. Technical team, Dr. Sarah Amana's
is an
introductory video.
award-winning Ambassador Sarah Samuel Amana is an award-winning personal finance expert. She stands as an esteemed authority in personal finance, gracing prominent stages throughout Nigeria and earning recognition in high-impact events. Renowned for her passion to empower individuals in making informed financial decisions, she has become a beacon for those aspiring to build generational wealth through sound money management. A distinguished member of the Forbes BLK community, a global network uniting Black entrepreneurs, professionals, leaders, and creators, Sarah embodies the essence of financial prowess and is affectionately referred to as the Rich Auntie. As the visionary founder of the Rich Auntie Finance Limited, Sarah leads a financial literacy platform reshaping the financial landscape, guiding individuals from financial struggles to the accumulation of wealth. Through personalized coaching, she empowers them to save, manage, and multiply their money, charting a course for sustained prosperity. Sarah is the ambassador for peace in Nigeria. She is a proud recipient of the Women of Excellence Award by the Women Economic Forum. She is also the recipient of the Best Female Pitch Award by Nigerian Diaspora Investment Summit (NDIS). She emerged as the secretary of the CEO's Leadership Council by the Godney Leadership Center in February 2024. Sarah holds a certificate in personal finance from McGill's University de Sautelpe Faculty of Management in Canada. Additionally, she has earned recognition from UNITA and UNDP Africa for her commitment to advancing gender equality and women's empowerment. From Nigeria to South Africa, India, Cameroon, the UK, and the USA, Sarah's impact spans across borders, touching thousands of lives with her gospel of personal finance. Her reach extends to over 10 countries globally, where she has cultivated a community of 14,000 members across various social media platforms, dedicated to making informed financial choices. Demonstrating a remarkable track record, she has facilitated the financial growth of over 20 women, collectively amassing hundreds of millions in the past year.
Yes, so I want us to give a virtual clap to welcome Dr. Sarah Amana. You are welcome, ma'am. We are eager to have you and to learn from you. Let's give Dr. Sarah an amazing virtual clap in the comment section. Yes, I can see Caroline. An amazing, a resounding virtual clap for Dr. Sarah Amana. Doctor, you are welcome. We are ready and eager to learn from you. Our virtual hand clap. Yes, you are welcome, Doctor. I think Doctor is muted for now. A resounding virtual clap for Doctor in the comment section. While at that, you can just simply type what your expectations for this session is, what you hope to learn from Dr. Sarah Amana on financial and business investment, your personal financial and your business investment. A resounding virtual clap. Just clap for Doctor, and you can quickly type in what you expect to learn from this session. Yes, so Doctor is having a little bit of network issues, but let's keep our expectations coming. Yes, we are clapping for Doctor with our emojis, and then we are quickly writing down, at least in one sentence, what we expect to learn from Dr. Sarah Amana. I call her the woman commando of financial investments in the whole world, not only in Africa, because when you read her bio, when you listen to her bio, yes, so Dr. Sarah Amana is here with us. Doctor, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. I don't know if you can hear me. I was trying to speak out, but it seems like you weren't hearing me. So I don't know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me?
Oh, you are
Can you?
welcome, Doc. So I'll just give Doc the floor.
But can you hear
To
me?
yes, yes, I can hear you. Um,
Okay.
I hope, yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Thank you very much, Samira, for having me evening. Thank you so much. It's good to be
Oh,
here. It's for having me. I was
okay,
having
so
the audio, but I think I'm good now, and we can jump right into it.
okay, Doc. Okay, then the floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, good evening, everyone. If you can hear me, give me a heart emoji. Let me know that I'm not alone on this call, that I have people who are alive and listening to me, so I don't talk to myself. I like to make my sessions very interactive. Um, Good evening, Chidima. Thank you for having me this evening. Yeah, I like to have my sessions. Shima, Jenny, thank you. Caroline, thank you. Thank you. Okay. I know I'm not favorite nurse. I think that's what I saw. Thank you. It's good to have Charity here. It's good to have you all here this evening. Good evening, Anita. Good evening. I'm super excited to be here this evening. Yes. So let's jump right into our session for today. So today I'll be talking about personal finance and business finance. I'll dwell much on the personal finance aspect than the business finance aspect, right? Because personal finance is my tough. That is where that's where my strength lies. And then if you can get your personal finance right, trust me, your business finance becomes a walk away for you. You won't find it difficult, you won't struggle with your business finance. So, like I said, let's dig in right into our session for tonight. So, as Nigerians, we know how, even growing up, things are so difficult. Things are difficult, and at a point in your life, you begin to wonder and think if you have spiritual issues, especially when it comes to money. Like, I'm a Christian, and every time I remember back then, before I became financially literate, every time they call for prosperity, pray on prosperity, programs on prosperity, we are running to church trying to, because it's like your village people are after your life. This money thing, you don't just understand, you're working, but nothing is just happening for you. I don't know if I'm the only one or you've ever felt like that, that there's somebody somewhere that has a hand in your financial struggles. Please identify if you are not, if I'm not the only one, and if you've been in that position before, whereby you feel like your village people are have a hold or monitoring spirit over your finances or your business in general. If you are like me, please let me know, because most times I get witnesses from people and they say that I'm not the only one. They always felt like every time it's time for prayer in church, they have to come out because there's one somebody somewhere harassing them or holding their money. If you were like me, let me know. If you have never been like me, well, lucky you. Lucky you. It's good to know that no one has ever been in that position, right? But most times as Nigerians, we feel stuck when it comes to money. In fact, generally, globally, money issues. Oh, Caroline said she has felt that way before. Oh, thank God. I feel safe. I feel safe. But trust me, let me tell you, right? Most times there's nobody after your finance, there's nobody after your life. Your village people are even trying to struggle to be alive, right? Your enemies are trying to struggle to be alive. So they are not after, nobody's after your finance, nobody's after your money. Most times, what happens is you lack financial knowledge, you lack financial literacy. At least that's what happened to me after I started learning about my finances, managing my money as well. I just realized that life became good. All the struggle I was struggling with and everything I was going through just fell in place. I now realize that I entered into one era of ease, kind of, because I could properly manage my money and um, allocate my money well, and at the same time send my monies on errand. After that happened, things just took a drastic change, and that was why I began the Rich Auntie Finance Group, or platform to teach people about money, especially women, to teach people how to get better with money. Yeah. So today, the topic I was given today is, so I don't know how to share my slides on this. I actually have my slides prepared, but I don't know if I can share it. I thought it was going to be a Zoom meeting, so I will share my slides so we can all walk along. I don't know if the moderator can help me. Is there a way I can share my slide? Can I share my slide, or I should just carry ahead? Okay, so not to waste time, I think I'll just read it
Yes,
from
the
my
technical team will help
iPad.
with that. I believe you can share. The technical team will set it up for you to be able to do that.
Okay, okay. If I can share my screen, it will be great. So we can go along. But before we do that, let me just start. So the topic for today I was giving was personal finance and business finance, right? And I will start with the introduction, right? What is finance investment? That's the first thing. In fact, let me start with what is personal finance. Personal finance, in simple term, is how do you manage your personal economy? So you see, when we talk of the economy, we talk of the economy on three levels. First, we have the global economy. Second, we have the national economy. And thirdly, we have the personal economy. At the global economy level, there's nothing you can do. You have Israel and Gaza fighting. There's nothing you can do. You have Russia and Ukraine fighting. There's nothing you can do. You have other countries at war. You have inflation everywhere in the world. You have recession everywhere in the world. At that level, there's nothing you can do. It's beyond your power. Even at the national level, that's why we recently had the You cannot do anything at the national level. Then you come to your personal economy. At the personal level, you are in control. You are in control of your money. You're in control of how much you earn. You're in control of how much you spend. And that is where I always like people to dwell on. Dwell on the things you can control. Once you can forget about the things you cannot control and focus on what you can control, life becomes easy, right? So, your personal economy is how you manage your own money, the money in your own pocket. That is what it means. Personal finance, right? How you manage your money, how you spend your money, how you send your money on errand. That is what personal finance is. Then, definition of finance investment. Investment involves allocating money with the expectation of generating a profit or income. So every time you invest is for profit or income, not for loss. This can be through assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, or businesses. Yeah, I know when we talk about investments, people don't think about businesses, but those are ways you can make money through other people's businesses, not just your business. In fact, if you're investing in the stock market, in bonds, or whatever, you're actually investing in people's businesses, right? So, the importance of investment, key to wealth accumulation, financial security, and business growth. It helps individuals and businesses achieve long-term goal. The truth is, you cannot get rich by savings alone. It is not possible. No matter how you save from here till thy kingdom come, you cannot get rich by savings alone. Why? The interest you get on savings is practically or literally nothing. Most of us, in fact, everybody has a savings account. But how much interest do you get on it every month? Literally nothing. I can't even remember the last time GT sent me interest on my savings account with all the monies that go through the account. They don't, in fact, they will be debiting you. They'll be sending you debit alert. This one charge, that one charge. That's what they know how to do. So you cannot get rich through savings alone. You can only accumulate wealth and get financial security through investment. It's very important for you to always remember, if you really want to become wealthy, you have to invest. And that is why the rich always invest. So, like I said, the importance of investment is it is key to wealth accumulation, financial security, business growth, and it helps businesses and individuals achieve their long-term goals. So what are your long-term goals? Some of us is to buy a house, some is to buy a car, some of us is to be able to leave an inheritance for our children. Some of us, like most of us in Nigeria, is to japa, right? So by investing, if you have monies to invest, it helps you achieve all those goals. Some is to even retire your parents and settle them, which is good. So the way you do that is through investing, right? So that's what it means. Then personal finance investment, understanding personal finance. Like I said, once you're able to understand your personal economy, how much do I earn? There's nobody after my life, there's nobody after my money. If I understand the basic principles of managing money, then my life becomes better. And the first basic principle of managing money is budget. I know, right?
Excuse me, Doc.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. So the South Africa team, they said to tell you to send them your slides so that they can help with the sharing on here.
Okay. So let me quickly.
Yes, that you should send it to their email.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know if you can still hear me. Can anyone hear me? Please, if you can hear me, indicate by maybe a raise of hand or something so I can just continue. Apparently, I don't have the app where I'm streaming this, so I can't go back. If I go back, that means I'm logging out to log in again. So what will happen is I'll share the slides after I'm done talking, so everyone can have it and then go through it. Can anyone hear me? Please, I would like to know that I'm not the only one here. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So, like I was saying, understanding personal finance. Once you can understand the basics of managing money, your life takes a different drastic turn altogether. Yeah. And the first way to manage money is through budgeting. Yes, budgeting. That is the word most people don't want to hear. They feel is one daunting activity or something. No, but it's very easy. Budgeting is very easy, and there is no one size fit all. But there are principles, especially if you're starting. If you're starting, there are principles you have to abide by. Then, as you grow in learning and as you grow in becoming master of your finances, then you tweak it a bit to your own preference, right? So, like I said, the first thing is budgeting. What is budgeting? The foundation of financial, the foundation of personal finance ensures that you live within your means and save for investment. That is just what budgeting helps you do. It helps you live within your means, especially if you're living in Nigeria. Hmm? So there are two categories of people most times who earn money. So we have those who need to live below their means, and then we have those who need to increase their capacity to earn. Yeah, so there are two categories of people. We have those who need to increase their capacity to earn, and those who need to live within their means. That means you're earning enough, but you cannot see it at the end of the day. That means you're living above your means. And then there are those that are not even earning enough. And that is where most people find themselves. They are not earning enough. So, how do you ask them to budget? What are you telling them to save and invest for? Yeah, you can't do that. So for those category of people, or if you fall in that category of people where you're not earning enough, your number one priority should be how you should earn more. So look within yourself. Like I always tell people, God did not bring you to this earth empty. He gave you a rod. He gave you something you can use to make extra income. In fact, not just something, He has given you so many things you can use to make extra income. So I'll give myself one example. Yeah. So for me, there are so many things I do. Apart from talking about finance and everything, I do real estate, I do interior design, I do coaching, I do consulting. In fact, I have a book. There are so many things I do differently that brings in money for me. And if you check out for those people who are rich, they do not have one source of income. Especially if you live in Nigeria, you cannot survive on one source of income except if you are earning very, very high. Your income is very high, then you can survive on one source of income. But even at that, even if you are earning high, surviving on one stream of income is you are next to poverty. Anything happens to that stream of income, you are gone. So it's important that no matter how well you're doing, you have extra source of income. The wealthy have at least 7 streams of income. It is no joke. 7 streams of income. I'm not saying you should have all 7, but for a start, don't have just one. If you're living from hand to mouth or you're struggling to live in the Nigerian economy, always look for what to do. You can always upscale. You can always there's this word they call it where you sell things. For those who sell things, you can sell things that are associated with what you're selling. Yeah, for products you provide the same thing, you can do that. So like I said, 2 people, those who earn and need to live below their means, and those who do not even earn at all to even have a budget. So for those who earn, so now your budget does not mean that because you have little, you shouldn't have a budget. It's very important because if you cannot manage small, trust me, you will not be able to manage plenty. So it's important you have a budget. And what does a budget help you do? It helps you tell your money where to go to. It's very simple. It means that after you have worked for 20 something days in a month, by the time the money comes, you sit the money down and say, you, this month, I want 1,000 naira to go to transportation. I want 20,000 to go to house rent. I want 10,000 to go to skincare. I want 20,000 to go into beauty. I want 100,000 to go into my children's school fees. I want 20,000 to go into savings. That is what a budget does for you. You are telling your money, you are sitting down with the money and telling the money, this is what I want you to do. You are not telling me what to do. I'm the one in control of you. So budgeting helps you to be in control of your money. It helps you tell your money what to do. And there's a simple formula you can use for budgeting. It's called the 50-30-20 rule. So with the 50-30-20 rule, it says that 50% of your income should go into your needs, your basic needs. Every one of us here needs food every day. We need, most of us go to work, transportation, electricity bill, water bill, utilities in general. Those are monthly necessities, things you cannot live without. So 50% of the chunk of your money should go into that. 30% should go into your want. Your wants determine what you want. Those who say, I work, I must enjoy my life, you're supposed to be inside 30%. Whatever amount you can put inside that 30% is where it should go into. Then the remaining 20% is where your savings, investments, emergency funds should go into. You have worked all your life, and it's even the first you should remove. That 20% is the first you should remove, because that is you paying yourself. That is what we call it in the finance world. We call it you are paying yourself first. So money comes, you remove 20%. You can decide to put 5% in savings, high yield savings, 10% in investment, the remaining 5% in an emergency fund. You can decide to do that. Like I said, you can tweak it as you go. Some people, as they become richer and richer, they can do 50-50, 50% go into savings and 50% into their needs. Yeah, some, as they even grow, as the money grows, you can do 20% into your needs and the remaining 80% into your savings and investment. But you know where you are, you know your pocket. So you have to do it according to your pocket. So that's the thing with personal finance. You cannot copy somebody's template. It is personal. It is very personal. But you have to start with the general rule. Then, as you progress, you personalize it into what fits you as a whole. Yeah. So that's the formula. Like I said, 50-30-20. That is the rule for budgeting. Emergency fund. Before investing, ensure you have 3 to 6 months emergency funds. So before you think of investing money, in fact, what I usually tell my clients or people when I talk with them is, if you do not have a chunk of money to start investing, because the truth is, with investing, you need a lot of money to invest, especially if you want to see good dividends or good returns or good profit. You need a lot of money to invest. But if you don't have a lot of money, it doesn't mean you should be discouraged. What you can do is to start saving, and you can save in a high yield savings account. You can start saving. So with high yield savings accounts, they give you interest rates as high as 8% per year, some even 15% per year, right? So you can start by saving there. Start saving your 10, 5, 20, 50,000, 100,000. Start saving it there. As you gather the money, remember, if you're saving, you must have a goal. The first thing is you must have a goal, because people start saving and along the line they drop out because they did not attach it to a goal. So your savings must always be tied to a goal. It must, as a must, it must be tied to a goal. So you're saving these funds for investment. right? So you tie it is for investment. By the time you reach your desired goal, so let's say maybe you want to invest in the stock market and you're looking at 1 million naira. Once you hit that target, you put it in the stock market. If your saving is to invest in real estate, once you hit that target, you put it in real estate. So your savings must always have a goal. And if you do not have enough money to start investing immediately, you can start by savings. Yeah. And then thank God for fintech apps these days. You have apps that you can start saving, as you can start investing in the stock market with as little as your 5,000 naira. In fact, government bonds in Nigeria, you can start with as little as 5,000 naira and you get paid quarterly. But like I always advise, it's important that you keep increasing your principal. So consistency is very important when it comes to investment and savings, because you cannot just do a an investment or savings of 1 million naira and that is all. You have liabilities, you have issues, you have so many things that can come up and clear out that money. So it's important that you keep saving, keep adding to your portfolio, keep adding to it every single time you have the opportunity to, you keep adding to it. Yeah. So the second thing I want to talk about is types of personal investment. So the first one is the stock. I've talked a little about it. Equities represent ownership in a company, high risk but potentially high reward. So investing in the stock market just means that you're being part owner of that company. I have a company I run and I have investors. They invest and I give them a certain percentage at the end of every year or quarter. So they are part owners of my company. They don't run the day-to-day activities of the company, but they are part owners because their money is involved. So it's the same thing with the stock market. Yeah. The only thing with the stock market is you can't put your money today and expecting it tomorrow. So when you're investing in the stock market, you have to think long term. And long term talks about from 10 years and above. For me, I'm a mother, so most of my investments in the stock market goes to my children because they're still small. So I'm hoping that by the time they're 18, I'm able to set them up for life. By the time I'm able to sell off the shares. And the thing you have to understand about the stock market is it is very volatile. So today you can buy a share or a stock for 5,000 naira, and tomorrow you wake up and you open the app and is 2,000 naira. But over the long period of time, it evens out. And I must say, buying shares is different from trading, day trading. They are two different things. For day traders, they sit down and they monitor that volatility that goes on every day and they capitalize on it. There's the there's the there's the possibility of you losing your money at once. But with long-term investment, you do not have that opportunity to lose your money all, except if the company folds. That is when you lose your money. Then number two is bonds. Like I said, loans to government or corporations with fixed interest. They are low risk investments, but they have low returns. Like the federal government bonds, you can invest in them. They are low risk. The possibility of you losing your money is close to zero. Yes, I know you say Nigerian government, they will run you. No, Nigerian government is not going anywhere. They will always pay you back and they pay quarterly. But the return on investment is very, very, very low. Almost like you cannot do anything with it. But it's very, at least it's stable. You get it every quarter. And like I said, with investment, the more money you have in, the more your returns, right? So you have to always keep that in mind. Then we have real estate. Property investments can provide rental income and capital appreciation. So most of us are now new to real estate investment. So with real estate, you buy property, you're either building or you're selling, or you're keeping the land for the value to appreciate and all that. That one, there's literally no risk attached to it, except if you do not buy land from the real agents, land agents, and all that. And there are plenty of them out there that are scam. So before you do any form of investment, it's very important for you to do your due diligence. check out everything, cross every T, dot every I. Everything must be in place before you do any form of investment. You must be able to take informed financial decisions. You don't just rush into investment because your friend came and you say, there's this one. No, 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 no. You sit down, you check it. Who are the people? You go online, you do all your research, you make sure that this thing is legit before you go into it, right? So that's it for real estate. Then we have mutual funds and ETFs, which are my best. Pooled investments managed by professionals, diversified and less risky than individual stocks. So individual stocks are you buying a company like, let's say, MTN, or you're buying GT. GT is selling their shares. Most of the companies in Nigeria are selling their shares now. You have GT, Fidelity, Zenith. They're all selling their shares now. You can buy. It's a good time for you to jump into the stock market if you haven't. Yeah. So you can buy those individual stocks, but you have the ETF, which is a basket or a collection of mutual funds. They're usually together. They're like a bundle. So when you buy them, it's less risky. It's less risky for you to lose money, right? So they are tied together, and the chances of you losing money is not that much. So I won't go in depth into all this. I usually have a class on stock market investing, specially because I can't do that here. In fact, that one is like a 2-3 days class. So if you want to, we can have that class with you. Then we have retirement accounts. This is something that most Nigerians take for granted. We do not want to hear retirement. Some of us, we are waiting for children to come and be our retirement plan, or we're waiting for government. But the truth is, you have to have a retirement plan. If I ask you now, what is your retirement plan? Can anyone, it's not a live session, so I can't say, can anyone share with us? But it's important for you to ask yourself, what is your retirement plan? Don't wait 5 years to when you're thinking of retiring. That's when you want to start doing retirement plan. Or even 10 years. Sometimes even 10 years to retirement is almost too late. So it's important to start thinking retirement at this early stage. In fact, the earlier you start investing, the better for you. You have time to recover. You have energy to recover. But as you're getting older, any money you lose, any money you're putting in, the returns you're going to get will be so minimal or little. So it's important to start early when it comes to investment. Then investment strategies, you have risk tolerance. Before going into any investment, it is important to ask yourself, what is my risk tolerance? Am I a high risk taker? Am I a low risk taker? Am I a mid risk taker? Even now, ask yourself, if I invest in a if I put my money in an investment and it completely crashes, will I kill myself? Will I be depressed? Will I go and commit suicide? If you are that kind of person, please avoid high risk investment. Avoid them by all means possible. And I must say at this point, please never borrow money to put into any investment. Any money that is not your own, don't borrow to put into investment. Every investment has a level of risk. Some are high, some are low, very, very low, some are mid. So it's important. So ask yourself, am I a high risk taker? Am I a mid risk taker? If the thing falls, okay, it will shake me, but I'll still be okay. Am I a low risk taker? That means, my money, I'm not joking with my principal. Anything that happens, I don't want anything to happen to my principal at all, at all. So that means you know what kind of investments to put your monies in. And that is what we do with Rich Auntie Finance. So you say you want us to create a portfolio for you. We check out all these things. Then we give you advice on what investment is suited for you based on your risk appetite. Then the next thing is your age. Your age matters when it comes to investing. Like I said, the younger you are, the more time you have, the energy you have. Time is on your side, life is on your side, everything is on your side. You can lose money and recover, you bounce back, you learn, you come back. But as you get older, you're getting into your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, there are amounts of money you cannot lose again. Because if you lose it, it will take you time and energy to recover it. In fact, sometimes you might never be able to recover because you're almost close to the grave. When will you recover the money again? So your risk appetite, your age, and then your time horizon. How long are you looking to invest? It helps you, all these things help you make informed decisions. Yeah. So how long are you looking to invest? Like I said, I when I invest in the stock market, I'm looking at 18 years from now. So I have 18 years to put my monies there. There are some investments I do and I want it in 6 months, some in 1 year, some in 2 years, some in 5 years. There are places if I have money, I do not keep my money. Like for those who have rent and they don't want to keep it, they want to make a little profit on it. I can tell you this is the investment you should put your money in so that the money is not idle and then you do not even touch it. So those are things you can do. Those are informed financial decisions you can make. So you're not even struggling every year to look for rent. Yeah. So that's it. So like I said, investment strategies. The first one is risk appetite. Know your risk appetite, know your age, know your time horizon. Those three are very important. That's all about personal finance. So I'm trying to, I have 1 hour. So this is 41 minutes gone. I want us to have time for questions and answers. I don't like talking, and then there's no feedback. So I'd want us to have answers, questions and answers, so that I can answer people's real life situation and all that. So the next session is the business finance investment. Understanding business finance. Number one is capital structure, the mix of debt and equity used to finance business operations. Balancing these is critical to financial stability. So if you know one thing about the rich is that they always borrow money to do their business. They never put fresh money to do business. In fact, there was a time Elon Musk wanted to buy Twitter and he borrowed. Dangote wanted to build refinery. He borrowed. Most of these people don't use their money. But before you borrow, you must have a solid plan. You must have a business plan. How do you repay back and all that? And it depends on the kind of business you're going into. It's not every business you want to go into that I advise people to borrow from. There are some you can just bootstrap. Just start by yourself. And as you're growing, you now look for investors to invest with you. Then types of business investment, we have reinvestment into the business, using profits to upgrade equipment, hire staff, or expand operations. It's important that as your business grows, you reinvest back into the business. There are some of us, I remember before I started this whole finance thing, I was always a business person. And every profit I make goes back into the family. I'm buying this one for my my kids. I'm buying this one for the house, never reinvesting into the business. And then when it's time to, after some few months, you realize that I'm looking for money, helter skelter, to put back into the same business that made profit. So it's important that we remember, right? That as you make profits from the business, you need to reinvest it back into the business until it gets to a certain stage. Then excellent investment. Acquire other businesses, investing in startups or entering new markets, right? Then investment strategies for businesses, cost benefit analysis. Evaluate the potential return on investment for any business investment. So you want to invest in a startup, you want to invest in a friend's business or whatever. Always evaluate the return on investment. It's very, very important. Risk management. Assess and mitigate risk associated with business investment. This could involve diversifying revenue streams or hedging against market volatility. Very important. Long-term and short-term investment. Balance investments that will yield immediate returns with those that will provide long-term benefits for your business. Is very important because at every point in time Your business needs inflow. So you have to know where you're investing your money so that when the time comes for inflow, you know how to do it, right? So the intersection, where do these together, right? Where do these two come together? Personal finance and business finance, where do they come together? So synergies. Personal wealth can be used to support business ventures, while business success can enhance personal financial stability. Separation of finances. Maintain a clear distinction between personal and business finance to avoid conflict and ensure accurate financial tracking. This one, I'm laughing because, like I said, I was a victim of it. Back then, I will have a business. I had a business and I did not have a business account, and every money that comes from the business goes into my personal account. So I couldn't even separate which one was which one. I was just using the money, using the money. But once you're able to separate the two accounts, then you're able to know if your business is growing or if it's not growing. You're able to know your inflows, you're able to know your outflows is very, very, very important. So in conclusion, right? In conclusion, continuous learning. Stay informed about market trend, investment opportunities, and changes in the financial landscape. Professional advice. Seek guidance from professional advisors to make informed decisions and optimize your investment strategy. Goal alignment. Ensure that your investments align with your long term personal and business goals. Like I said, it's we can't exhaust this in 1 hour. You
Okay.
learn about money every day. Even me that I'm talking about money, I'm learning because some things only come by experience, by you doing. There's the one you learn by hearing, but there's the one that comes by you doing it, and over the years you become better. So it's important that you continue learning. Join community of people who talk about money. I know money is a taboo in Nigeria. People don't like to talk about it, but it's not. It will help you. It will help you. Staying informed will help you. If you need investment advice and all that, we are there. We are plenty. You can reach out. Oh, I have this money I want to invest. What do you think I should do with it? We'll let you know that, okay, like I said, we'll know your age, your risk appetite, your time horizon, your goal. What do you want to achieve? Then we direct you um, in the right path of what to do. Like I said, there are so you don't have to be so, back then they used to say you have to have so much money to invest. But right now it's not like that. Like I said, federal government bonds.
Okay, so I think
Yeah, so I'm
so.
actually done. We can take the questions. I can take the questions now if there are any. Please, I'll take
Okay,
questions now.
so um, a few questions. There's a question on the screen right now.
Yeah,
I have
I have interest in
interest in
buying,
buying.
but the recent haircut in Ghana has made me confused as to what to do. What do you think I should do? Okay, buying bonds in Ghana. I don't know about Ghana, but can I ask? I don't know how you can reach me so that because I'll have to ask someone I know in Ghana. Um, so whatever findings I do, I can reach out to you. So if you can reach me on my Instagram handle, Rich Auntie Finance at Rich Auntie Finance, I will be able to give you an answer within the shortest period of time. Yeah. But let me tell you again about investing. It doesn't matter whether the economy is down or up. Oh. If you have money to invest, invest. Because when the economy is down, it's even the best time to invest. Then when the economy bounces back, you'll now be reaping the return on investment. So I'll get back to you on that if you are able to reach out to me on Instagram.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Next question.
How do we get partners to buy our business shares when our brand is still growing? Yeah, so How I grew my own brand was by trust. So if one person can trust you, trust me, many more people can trust you. And how do you prove your trust? You have to keep showing up. For me, I kept on showing up for my business every single day. I kept on showing up for my business. I kept on telling people. There are people who will never believe you, but trust me, there are people who will believe your growing business. They will believe. See, they used to say that you will climb a mountain of no to get one yes. Even if it's 100 no you get, just keep going. Just keep going. There's one day somebody will tell you yes. In fact, I started my own business. It was a business, still a lending business. And the people who I got as investors, my early investors, I didn't know them from anywhere. Then some were referral. I was teaching about money, so they felt they could trust me. Some would say, how do I trust you? How do I know you? I say, is money, is trust. There's nothing I can do but prove myself over time. And this is 2 years later, we are still doing business together. So just keep talking about your business. Keep talking about your business. Even if you get a no, don't get deterred. Don't get deterred. Don't feel no. Keep going. Keep pushing until you get that yes. Then from that yes, if you do business very well with honesty with that person, that one person will bring you so many more people. So that's how. So you should have a pitch, like they always say. Always have a pitch. Always have a business plan. It doesn't have to be something elaborate or whatever, but always have a pitch, always have a business plan. Make sure you are clear whenever you're telling people about your business. Don't make them confused. "Ah, I don't even understand what this woman is saying. Why do you want me to invest?" You know? So it's very important to do that. I hope I was able to answer that question.
The last question, I believe.
Okay, is potty bet an investment? It is not. It is not. It is not. It is gambling, pure gambling. If you are putting your money there, just know that it is gamble. Instead of that,
So,
why not put it in, like I said, there are mutual funds, there are bonds, there are treasury bills. Do you know with treasury bills you even get your return on investment upfront? As you're giving them the money, they're giving you your return on investment. Then you wait for
okay.
maturity date. When your principal matures, they give you back your money. So if you even need money, like you need your return on investment on the spot, they give you. There are money market funds. With money market fund, that one is even sweet. You can put your money every day is making return on investment. Maybe you put it today and next week you need the money. You can remove it, and that one week it stayed in the market money market fund. It would have made interest for you, and you will have your money. So why not do that instead of putting it in bets that you don't even know whether it will whether you will lose everything. What about forex trading? Is it a good form of investment? Okay, so with forex trading, forex trading is not illegal, but it is serious gamble. It is
Okay.
very, very serious gamble because you're not sure. The person that is trading, except if you're doing it yourself. Oh, I try to learn, but it's a lot of mathematics. I could not sit down and I have so many things I'm doing. Yeah. But if you can do it yourself and you can take the loss, like I said, it's very high risk. If you think you can take the losses that come with it at your discretion.
I think Doc is having challenges with her network.
Yes, yes. So if you think you can cope with the risk that comes with it, it is your own wahala. You can do it. But why will you put yourself under that kind of high jump? When there are better things, you can just put your money and relax and know that it will come back safely. Your principal is safe. So, like I said, Forex is not a bad idea, but you have to know your risk tolerance and don't borrow money to do Forex. Don't put your house rent to do Forex. Don't put your school fees to do forex. Don't put your children's school fees to do forex. So those are the things you have to evaluate. If you spend money you have money you just want to waste, you can put it. That's my own advice. You can put it. But any money that is very important, please don't put it there. But you can, if you want to, you can do forex. Like I said, it's not illegal, but it's high gamble.
Okay, Doc, I received two questions before the session, and it's like you answered a part of it when you were doing your presentation, but I'll take the questions out
Okay.
just in case. So the first question says that how can one begin investing when you don't have a large amount of money to start? And I think you answered that by saying you can save towards that. Okay.
Yeah.
The second question was, how do I know whether an investment is right for me or my business?
Good. So it's the same thing that I just said. You want to know
Yeah.
your risk, you want to know your age, you want to know your goal, you want to know your time horizon. Those are the things that help you make informed decisions. So if an investment
Okay.
comes today and they tell you that before you will get your principal, your main money is until after 10 years, and what you're looking at is 1 year, you know that that's not investment for you. You can't put your money there because in the next 1 year, you will need your principal. So you can't put your money there. But if you know that in the next 10 years, you don't need your principal, then you can put it there because it's going to come back after 10 years. Yeah. So those are the things: risk, appetite, age, all those things. Very important.
Okay. Thank you very much, Doc. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to see what your thoughts are concerning Doc's very insightful presentation. I have personally learned a lot, and I am personally also very grateful to Doc for the good work. We are hoping to receive the slides Doc prepared. Unfortunately, could not
Yes, I
share
will
with us.
send
Yes.
it.
So thank you very much, Doc, and thanks to all our participants for Career Fair 2024 third session with AMANA. And I'm sure participants are equally grateful and thankful for the information. You can link up with Doc on LinkedIn and I believe on other social media platforms. I personally snooped around on LinkedIn and found Doc's LinkedIn.
Okay.
With her
Thank
new
you.
Dr. Sarah, I'm sure that in future we can still learn a lot. And while at it, let's look for Tower Africa, the organizers of this fair. Yes, so
All
Tower
right.
Africa is TAWER, and then Africa. They are on all social media platforms. And then we are grateful to Doc, to Tower Africa, and to our participants for making time, staying online to to make this a success. Thank you very much, Doc.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
to
for
South Africa and thank you to everyone too. Let's have a wonderful evening. Bye.